Hey, some great news from USA Today. 3 doctors argued in USA Today the coronavirus vaccine should be mandatory, and tax penalties, higher insurance premiums, and denial of many government and private services ought to be considered for those refusing the shot. I'm quoting, while the measures that will be necessary to defeat the coronavirus will seem draconian, even anti-American to some, we believe there's no alternative. Simply put, getting vaccinated is going to be your patriotic duty. There is no alternative to vaccine-induced herd immunity in this pandemic. Broad induction of immunity into the population by immunization will be necessary to end this pandemic. This is an article that was published on August 6th. Its original subhead, Defeat COVID-19 by Requiring Vaccination for All. It's not un-American, it's patriotic. The original subhead was Make Vaccines Free, Don't Allow Religious or Personal Objections, and Punish Those Who Won't Be Vaccinated. They are threatening the lives of others. They are saying now that when the vaccine is ready, the conditions that prohibit a vaccine need to be rare. Private businesses could refuse to employ or serve unvaccinated individuals. Schools could refuse to allow unimmunized children to attend classes. Public and commercial transit companies, airlines, trains, buses could exclude refusers. Public and private auditoriums could require evidence of immunization for entry. There needs to be a registry of immunization, and it will be needed with the names entered after immunization is completed. Everyone should be issued a certification card. Papers, please. This is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen it. This is exactly... I've been saying this for months. They're going to make it mandatory, and they're going to make it a condition of employment and going to school, because that's the way they'll control us. They've got this control. They're not going to let it go now. So they will tell us that this is your patriotic duty. I'm sorry, you'll be killing other people if you don't do it. And if you don't want to do it, then you don't work. Period.
Listen to this. MIT is now looking to embed vaccine records directly under the skin of children.
Oh.
Along with the vaccine, a child will be injected with a bit of dye that is invisible to the naked eye, but easily seen with a special cell phone filter combined with an app that shines near-infrared light onto the skin. The dye would be expected to last up to 5 years, according to tests on pigs and rat skin. The development of this idea, which the article proudly noted, avoid using iris scans that might violate privacy. And it's being funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
What a surprise. A surprise. Bill and Melinda would be behind that.
So how are you... Because if they make it mandatory, I won't do it. I'll make my own decision when I see what it is, but I won't do it. And I think this whole coronavirus thing, I'm sorry. I know Stu, I'm going to set Stu off, but it's, we'll come back to it later because, I mean, we're in day 150 of the 15 days to flatten the curve. We're in day 150. I mean, when's this going to end? When's this going to end?
Well, it's only 135 extra days. That's not that bad.
I know.
You haven't noticed any differences from the first 15 days till today? I seem to be able to go out to restaurants. My kid is at school today. That's kind of an interesting...
Is he? He's physically in school?
Both of them are, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Good. It's certainly... I agree with you that there's been all sorts of horror shows as far as the response to this thing goes. But, I mean, it's not exactly the first 15 days where we were all locked into our homes. I mean, it is considerably different.
It is considerably different, but look at the changes in the last 150 days. Look at what's happened to us in the last 150 days. You know, I mean, in all sectors, everything is changing.